dome. What's up in your dome?
Hello, welcome to Digging in the Dome. I'm Chris, here representing the 9-1 Philadelphia Eagles.
Indeed.
And that's Kevin, survivor of a spoonful of mayonnaise.
Here I am, surprisingly.
I admit I was both surprised and proud that you didn't vomit.
I didn't work my guts out.
You didn't. I was shocked. I thought for sure. I was like, you know what? Like, this table has had a lot of fucking memories into it. If he pukes on it and I have to get a new one.
I have to burn this table.
You threw up on it? Yeah. Probably.
No, I survived.
You didn't. Any lingering after effects since you... When you got home, were you
outside of just
the trauma?
Cementing my position on the fact that mayonnaise is fucking horrifying. No ill effects otherwise.
So basically you're saying it's a spoonful of mayonnaise didn't turn you on the idea that mayonnaise is A-okay?
yeah. I wasn't like, oh, you know what?
You know what? I can't believe how delicious that is. I should have been taking this by the spoonful from the jump. That would have been great.
Bad. No, it's fucking horrible. But since you mentioned football, I will mention the Steelers just sucked so bad that they finally fired Matt Canada, which made me
blame Canada. Blame Canada.
He's not even a real coordinator anyway.
Well, so the funny thing was, and I had seen that video too. You showed it. You sent it to
Which
me.
Video?
The video of
where Chris Boswell.
Chris Boswell was like, because he's like, yeah. He's like, we won, and he's like, yeah, no thanks to you. He sent it to the offensive coordinator. When your kicker is like fucking shitting on you in front of the entire locker room, you got fucking problems.
Apparently, that video was from last year too.
No shit.
Yeah, yeah. Oh. So they've been
mad about.
Oh, they've been hating him for a very long time. And you know what? He unironically wore a bucket hat like on the sidelines for like an entire season. Like you cannot trust someone that has that kind of judgment.
No. He's not going fishing. He's coaching a football team. Yeah,
that's
ridiculous.
He ain't doing shit now. And he's not going to get another job either. There's no fucking way.
We'll see. You know, people get desperate and, he maybe...
I can't imagine they saw that offensive performance and they're like,
how long do you have to put the sizzle reel together?
Gotta get me some of that.
He probably chopping it up into like little 1 second increments from each game. Like, hey, look, they lined up properly. Yeah. That's good. We're getting penalized.
Good fucking riddance.
Yeah.
But the Eagles won yet again. They found their way to miracle their way to a win again.
Let me tell you, I was losing my goddamn mind.
Between Marquez Valdez-Scantling dropping a sure touchdown.
Oh, that was a 100%. It went right through his fingers.
And then Devontae Smith catching a 50-yard bomb to the one. Those
are all the things that happened.
Yeah, because that game was just a slop fest.
I know, it's like raining and mess. Terrible, and both quarterbacks didn't look, particularly good throwing the ball at least. And the first half, the Eagles couldn't do shit, and they were struggling. And it was just, but
they were saying that Jalen Hurts had like negative or no fantasy points at halftime or something like that, which is crazy.
That's for him.
Yeah, is insane.
Yes.
But man, they find a way to win. What good teams do. They find a way to win. Even if they play shit
in Arrowhead.
Yeah.
Like against the team that beat them in the Super Bowl in the pouring rain. I think that's a lot. So
the Chiefs did themselves no favors by not going out and trying to get
a legit
wide receiver at the trade deadline or even in the offseason, the beginning of the year, like trying to have like Kadarius Toney and Marquez Valdez-Scantling, these guys. I mean, Rashee Rice is awesome. He's a rookie. But like they got these other guys that have like no hands. Can't be you can't throw to Travis Kelce every freaking down. Like, I know it just doesn't work.
Like, yeah, exactly. Especially when fucking what's his name fucking comes up and punches it out. Like Eli Ricks comes in and knocks the ball out of his hand.
It's one of those things where you're like, you think that you can overcome all because Patrick Mahomes is
he's an insane quarterback. He's really, and he's a good theory.
You know his defense, they probably should have won that game.
Yep.
If it wasn't for their wide receivers being so shitty. But if they had signed DeAndre Hopkins, instead of the Titans, if they had been able to trade for him, dude, that team would be
ridiculous,
nigh unstoppable.
Yeah, yes, nigh, no one's stopping them.
But I mean, what would have worked better? Like what would have helped them through the thought process of signing a better wide receiver would have been Magic Mind.
Magic Mind, yes.
Proud sponsor of the Digging Dome podcast.
As you can tell, the Pudgecast.
The Podcast.
Yeah, the Podscast. Our Podscast is a new sponsor.
Sorry, I didn't take my Magic Mind today.
That's right. So his brain's not working. And
properly.
This Magic Mind's perfect for Kevin because he is a dad. Yes. And he's a new dad. Yes. Like, so he's like, he's got a fucking, and the kid's mobile.
And this shit is poison. So I'm going to drink all of it and die instantaneously. Fantastic.
That is not at all. We should cut this. Maybe do this again. No, really, like it's cool because it's we talk about companies that like do good things, and this is like a tool to get yourself off of caffeine, and because caffeine can, like, if you in massive amounts and consumption can really fuck you up, or even in probably moderate to high moderate consumption is not great for the ticker.
Yeah, even if it's not even like a replacement, but just a tool to kind of supplement your caffeine use. Like take it from someone like me who drinks like 2 cups of coffee in the morning and then a Red Bull in the afternoon.
Then he snorts a line of cocaine shortly thereafter. After he gets done running up the wall, he gets ready to work.
So if I could peel that back a little bit by taking this and, not feeling that and taking the edge off too. And that also that crazy crash that you get when you do come down from caffeine, which sucks because then you're just like, ugh.
Yeah, you feel like shit afterwards, but
So this is the perfect supplement for someone like me that who just kind of curb some of that caffeine use and need for that.
Yep.
It's also all natural.
Yep. Green tea,
green tea supplement and all kinds of other good stuff. You can look it up on their website,
magicmind.com.
You can also find it all linked to our Instagram.
Yes.
And you will hear more about it throughout our podcasts of the future.
Yes.
And also it may cause gigantism. Not again.
It will not cause gigantism. Gigantism of
your penis.
Productivity. Oh, I mean, maybe. Yes, sure. Allegedly. I mean, take it. What's the worst that's going to happen? You just have your regular old penis. It's not going to make it shrink. It'll be fine. I mean, allegedly not make it shrink.
You're very angry people.
God damn it, gotta couch everything. Anyway, yes, welcome aboard Magic Mind. Glad to have you. So something that's not great and not productive was, and all right, let me back up. My daughter Sam is in cheerleading, right? And and I go to lots of her games. I even like, hey, look, as a diehard Eagles fan, a Phillies fan, I've missed innings of playoff baseball, and I've missed quarters and halves of Eagles games. As any good dad would do. Like, I am dedicated to her doing this cheer thing because she's really good at it and she likes it. So they had this thing called a cheer off, where it's basically a bunch of different schools get together and a predetermined location, like one of the schools, and they
knife fight.
No, it's not a knife off, a stab off.
He ain't pretty no more.
What was his name? Mr. Oh shit.
Oh man.
It's a
good old monkey knife fight.
Yeah. He's like, Mr. Bojangles. I can't remember what his name was. Shit.
But anyway, so back to the cheering, not stabbing.
So I was about to look up what the name here. You figure it out. I can't live without knowing what the name of that monkey is right now.
Look.
Yeah. So anyway,
continue with your story.
So they had this cheer off thing, right? So they said it starts be there at 12:30. I'm sorry, it starts at 12:30, but you have to be there like around 12 or a little bit earlier than that because you got to drop the kid off and they got to get like with their team and all that shit. So we do that and we go into this gymnasium at Owen J. Roberts High School.
Yep.
And when I tell you there was 0.0 seats, zero. It was
I have the monkey's name.
What's that?
It's Furious George.
Furious George. Furious George is great.
Oh, he ain't pretty no more. Anyway,
international
so no
orders.
seats.
Anyways, no seats there. So we're like, what the fuck do we do? Right? Well, if
leave.
Yes. Have fun cheering.
Yeah, see you in a half hour.
Can someone like take a video of this and then send it to me? I'm going to be in the car. So we decided, we're like, well, it's going to start at 12:30. Let's just, or like 12:15 or something like that.
Right.
Let's just sit on the floor in front of the bleachers. So, and there was like a line of parents. It was just like, there was all the way circling around the entire gym was just adults on the floor, which is like at our ages, It's not great.
No,
like,
no.
Like, you know,
my
you
back would hurt for a month if I sit down on a hardwood floor for 15 minutes.
Yeah. So, okay. Well, it's 15. All right. So we'll get to the time horizon here in a minute. So, because I had gone out to get like Sammy some flowers and some candy for a job well done. Afterwards, they sell it to you for like $9,000. You get 2 flowers, shitty flowers that they, definitely bought like a week ago. Like fucking
wilting.
Yeah, just not great. So but I do it, spend the money, get the flowers, and then I'm coming in. And I'm looking for them. I walk all the way around the gym, and they're not in the stands.
Right.
So they were like, we can't find seating. That's when we sat down. Anyway, so. They're just so as we're waiting for this cheer off to start, they're just pumping in contemporary pop hits of the 2000s and 2010s. Like,
okay,
like I heard "Party in the USA" more times. Like that, I was like started to think. I'm like my legs and my back hurt, and my knees hurt. Like. And I'm being subjected to this music that's just being pumped into the gym at way too loud. It's like the hands up, nah. I'm like, right. I just wanted to. I'm like, when is this fucking thing starting? Right. So finally,
and this is on a Sunday when football's about to begin. Right?
Yes. So this is so fucking terrible. So then they pot down the music. So we finally,
right? Yeah,
no more Party in the USA. No more
lights dimming.
No more fucking what's his nuts? The Ed Sheeran.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not in love with the face of you. I want you to go away. Right. So then they say, they're like, all right, introducing the cheerleaders, and then from this door, a stream of what can only be described as legions of cheerleaders just start walking around the gym. Right. To the music that got potted back up.
Party in the USA.
Party in the USA. And they played it on repeat until all of these motherfuckers filed in. They just hit repeat. I'm like.
So they were playing the music that they were going to play on their entrance because they had no other music.
I guess they had like 3 songs that they were able to afford, and Party in the USA was one of them. So they're like, so it's like ding, ding, ding. And these just girls just walking around awkwardly waving at the crowd. And it took forever. Like This was an endless stream. They filled up one half of a gymnasium, stacked in bodies, that many people.
Right.
So finally this thing starts. Mm-hmm. Right. And I'm like, all right, cool. Like now we can kind of buzz through these one after the other. Like one goes in, they go out, the next one comes in. No such luck, because in between every cheer team, after they've departed from the mat where they were doing their routine, they played another in between song, an interstitial, so that we could have more music and more time just to sit there.
Was Party in the USA?
It came back up again. I literally looked at like Allie was to my right and Colleen to my left. I looked at them like, this has got to be a fucking joke. Like, this is hell.
Oh my God.
I'm like, everything hurts because I'm sitting on the floor like a fucking asshole. I don't have like a chair like an adult, and they're fucking raping my ears with Party in the USA. It was fucking awful, dude.
How long were you there?
Until 2:15.
When did it start?
We got there to like 11:45.
Oh my God! So
I sat on that floor almost the entire time. Yes. Do you know how many times I had to get up and shift and like stand on my knees and then do the crisscross applesauce and then try to like put my arms behind me and like put my legs out straight? It was terrible.
So before I had kids, right? Mm-hmm. Almost all of my friends had kids.
Yeah.
And I used to just revel in these types of stories.
Yeah.
And just be like, haha, suckers. Like, I don't have to deal with this bullshit. I remember before COVID, seeing in the high school by our house, where your kids go. Seeing in the fields, like, it'd be raining and there'd be like a line of parents watching like some sort of soccer game or field hockey game, just in the pouring rain, like no umbrella, just like a hood.
Not even a poncho.
Just miserable. And I was like,
cold and wet.
And so I know I'm going to pay for that.
Oh yeah.
In spades.
Yep.
So when my son gets old enough and like, I'm going to have to do that stuff, and I'm going to be like, I'm going to be so mad.
Dude, you should be pushing the indoor sports. Be like, you know what's awesome? Fucking taekwondo, wrestling, basketball.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's like, oh, but Dad, I want to play football. No, you don't.
No,
you don't. There's the concussions in football. No concussions in basketball ever.
Volleyball.
Yes.
Anything inside.
Yes.
Yeah.
Swimming. You're an inside sport boy.
Swimming.
Dad, but what about track? You don't need to run that bad. You'll be fine. Sure. Yeah. Indoor track's fine.
So that sucks.
Yeah, dude. It was.
I would have been crippled forever if I had to sit on a gym floor for 2 straight hours.
I gotta ask.
Yes.
Any update on someone verifying this dance thing that apparently I did? Because I've not heard high.
Oh yes. So, very, very few people remember it.
Then did it happen?
So, the things that I got were, it was actually from, it wasn't to promote a talent contest. It was to promote Mr. Middle.
Mr. Middle?
Yeah, there was a contest back in our high school. It was like a dude's contest where they would like.
Well, yeah, Mr. Middle, I would assume.
So I mean,
hey, that was the time, guys.
Yeah,
Don't cancel us for being in the past. That's not our fault.
So,
Mr. Middle,
Monty actually won it that year. But most people were like, I'm sure it happened, but I don't remember.
Yep.
Somebody messaged me and said, because I put it out on Instagram asking the question.
I saw it. Yeah.
Said that they didn't remember that, but they did remember that we got sent home one time for a gas leak in the school. And I said, maybe that's why people don't remember.
I think that's what it was. Everyone's like, Kevin's the only one like, I don't know, I'm used to this.
So, most everybody that responded to me had little to no recollection of it.
Yes.
Also, it was 30 years ago.
Yeah,
like literally 30 years ago.
You pulling that out of the.
It was 1993.
You know what? Kevin, I guarantee, if we started quizzing him on old shit, he'd be like here and there, maybe like 40-50%. But because it was something that embarrassed me, that's never leaving his head.
I'll tell you why I remember.
He compartmentalized my pain.
I'll tell you why I remember. I was standing stage left, right? So I was standing off the stage while you were out there cavorting and capering, and you tried to wave me to go out there.
I tried to get you to come out?
Oh, yeah. And I was like, no way. No, Chief. I'm not going to be the fat guy out there.
I needed a rerun for my ride.
Yeah,
start doing the Fred Berry, the fucking
Tommy Boying it up out there. Fuck that.
Dude, if you would have come out with a fucking beret and started fucking rerunning, dude, you would have been a legend.
Yes,
you kidding?
But I didn't.
No, you did not do that.
And therefore no one remembers.
No one does. No.
And but you know what? Apparently it did happen, but nobody remembers.
Thank God. I swear, thank you. Whoever got that like
fucking
mind eraser.
Yeah, the Men in Black our high school after you did that.
Yeah. No,
Chris was like, look at this pen.
Yeah, I just actually went around and just hit him all on the head with a hammer, like
yeah, so no one remembers, thankfully for you.
Thank God. All right, so one other thing before we get to the scenario.
And it's a fun one.
Oh my God, dude. I think that we should, after we get back from the break, after we do the scenario, I think that we should respin the topic randomizer and start it again.
Yeah, we can
we haven't done it in a while. It feels like
my suggestion was going to be to just do another round of conspiracy theories.
Oh, we could do that. We could just because that was fun.
It's so much fun.
Oh yeah, it was great. I mean, we could do that. You want to do the conspiracy theory one? All right, we'll reset with
We'll do conspiracy theories and then we'll spin for the next one.
Great,
cool,
perfect idea. All right. I'm glad that nobody remembered that shit.
Yeah.
My guess is that they're too clouded. Their brain's not working right. That's why you need Magic Mind.
Yeah, exactly. Now, if you had taken Magic Mind, you would remember that. You remember everything embarrassing that you've ever done in your entire life.
Well, I would like to not now support. No, I mean, I'll let you guys, but I don't need to. I don't need to remember any of that. If it happened, it must have been terribly embarrassing, and which is why that was. When I tell you, and I'm being dead honest. Right. When you said that to me, and it was just like. He's not telling the truth. He's like making something up.
No, definitely wasn't making up.
I believe that you are right because people do vaguely remember it. But that really did freak me. I'm like, shit, did I was that one of those things? What else is hiding back there? Maybe I should be going to therapy. Better help. No, maybe next time.
All right. So can we talk scenario?
We sure can.
All right.
Here we go, yo. Here we go, yo. So what's the scenario? Here we go, yo. Here we go, yo. So what's the scenario?
Good news, everyone.
All right, dude. Like, you said these, like, the fact that you just kept on machine gunning these to me, like.
Well, here's what happened. I'll explain what occurred.
The impetus.
How I got to this. So, my son, I'm a big Christmas fan. Let's just put it out there.
Yep.
I'm wearing my
Turbo
Time t-shirt
from,
here.
Jingle All the Way.
Yeah, which was one of my draft picks last year when we did our favorite Christmas movies.
That movie rules.
My son was like super into Halloween. He like loves all the Halloween videos and movies and all that stuff. So I'm trying to get him into Christmas shit.
Yes.
And like I'm looking for like the classics and stuff like that, you know. For his age, he's 2, so like I'm not gonna find a lot. It's gonna be mostly it's gonna be cartoon type stuff.
Yeah.
But I'm looking for like, and just for me and Colleen to watch and just trying to find something that will, scratch the Christmas itch and all that stuff.
Right. It's got to like hit the right notes.
Right. Yeah. So looking for some of the ones that we like, and then trying to find new shit for him to watch.
Sure.
So run across like this just bevy of like new Christmas movies.
Right.
And these are like Disney, Netflix,
Hulu. There was one on Prime.
Basically all of the streaming platforms that are putting out their own Christmas movies.
Yes.
And these aren't like no name, like these are, it's not like some garbage like that weird Batman video thing that you've.
The red mask one, or the red hood. Oh god,
so
it's filmed in a gymnasium.
This is like these are like legit like Disney originals or Netflix originals. Yeah. So
I like you besmirching the fucking Red Hood. That shit ruled.
But I'm like, let me look at. I watched one trailer and I was like, oh, this is terrible. Yeah, and I went and watched the second one. And I'm like, oh man,
no, that's bad
this is really bad too. And then a third one.
Yes.
And then a fourth one.
So the one thing
and it just kept getting worse and worse.
The one thing you can guarantee about this.
These aren't, what I was trying to, my point is like, these aren't Hallmark, the cheesy Hallmark
the
movie.
Ones where, like the one that the poster looks exactly the same. It's 2 people holding hands, looking into each other's eyes in front
the
of the door.
The guy's wearing a green sweater, the woman's
100%.
wearing red.
Oh, yeah. Maybe she's got little reindeer ears on or something like that, but they're gonna kiss, don't worry.
Yeah, it's city, city girl goes back to her hometown. Because
most of these movies are
leaving her city job.
Yeah, they're contrived cheese dick garbage. It's like it's the same message we've seen 1,000 times, right? Miserable characters, like in the very beginning, they hate insert holiday here. It's like fuck Arbor Day, and then through some magic or a kid or something like that, or a girl that's gonna suck your dick, all of a sudden you're like, boom! Now I love Arbor Day,
But so the trailers just kept getting worse and worse. So I said to Chris, I was like, "You got to watch these."
Yeah,
and we got to decide.
Which we're going to go from the worst, or are we going for the best? We should go from the one we would. So basically, we can go either way. Should we go from the one you would not want to watch?
Yeah,
all the way
worst to first, man.
Worst to first. All right. So you have to choose one because they're all bad.
Yeah, you have to basically take one home and with you to be like, all right, this has to go in my Christmas watching bag. And mind you, they all look fucking horrible.
Yes.
So we just got to decide how bad they are. So we're going to watch them. We're going to fire them all up.
Yep. We're going to watch them on the old, we put them on the old screen.
Televisione.
Yeah, we can, dude, I like that.
You could just probably because you got the trailers here on probably just launch them from your phone.
Oh yeah. No, I'm just going to turn the old TV on. But dude, holiday movies for me.
So we're not going to do like a full breakdown. We're just going to watch them.
We're just going to watch them and then give our commentary, and then we'll talk about which ones are going to make
pause
the cut.
If necessary.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's just so it's basically a breakdown. It's kind of like a breakdown, but a scenario down.
Yeah,
I don't have a stinger for that one. All right, so if I go to YouTube here, so we'll just go from like why don't you
just share it from your phone? You just launch it from.
Wait,
launch them from your phone.
My phone is not here because it's recording me right now.
Can
do you want to do it? Can you
I'm connected to your Wi-Fi. So
all right, then let's see. Let's see if the magic happens here.
Hold on. Let me chill out there, friend.
Yeah.
All right. Let me see here.
And while we're doing this, I would like to just clarify on holiday movies because I
got it.
You got it. Great.
All right.
I think they give the thing that there are a lot of holiday movies that I like, but most of them I don't. I don't end up liking, especially new ones for whatever reason. Like I think that there
are a couple new ones that I actually am okay with. One of them I drafted was the one with Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Seth Rogen.
Oh, that's an exception.
Right.
Well, I'm saying like that's a really, really good comedy period. Like even if it wasn't about Christmas, that movie's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
What was it called?
Elf. I was gonna say Elf's newer. It's 20 years old this year.
'Twas the Night Before or something like that.
The night before. But Elf's 20 years old now.
Jesus
which is
Christ.
crazy.
Oh, that made me sink in my seat thinking about that.
There's a more on the kid side movie called 8-Bit Christmas. That's actually pretty funny. I saw on HBO. It's about these kids in the 80s trying to get their first Nintendo.
Mm-hmm.
And like they just keep failing to get the Nintendo because they can't get it for Christmas.
Oh yeah.
It's actually a pretty fun. But yes, most of the newer shit fucking
terrible.
blows.
They're terrible.
Yeah.
It's just like, and in general, like
so we're going to reveal why.
The formula on those movies is giving people like these insecure people like a false sense of hope. That's really what it is. It's like I'm going back to my hometown and
Well, you're going to see a new theme in these trailers.
Yes, there is a theme. All right, so let's get started.
So the first one is called Dashing Through the Snow.
Now, should we say who? We'll watch it. We'll introduce the people as they come in.
That's okay. We could start. You could start. This one is starring Ludacris.
Now listen.
Luda.
From a guy who used to say, my name's Ludacris, I'm a high as giraffe butts, to this. Did we just forget that he was high as giraffe?
Ice Cube made the leap too, my friend.
You could change. I could change. You're not going back and listen to some of that music you were putting out there. But yeah, so Ludacris is in this movie called Dashing.
He used to do it on the 50-yard line with the Dirty Birds kick for 3.
All right, can you push play, please?
Yeah, all right. This one's called Dashing Through the Snow. This is a Disney original. It is on Disney Plus now.
It's got 2.3 million views.
Let's go. Here we go.
Well, hello, baby girl. How are you today?
So good. It's Christmas Eve.
Oh, yeah, that.
Your child loves
Oh, yeah, that.
Oh, total Grinch.
Exactly. The miserable person.
Dad, isn't that nice?
Sound like wounded ducks. Now, what was this thing?
Oh, let's see. Who could it
Do
be?
you mind telling me what you're doing in my
All right.
Miami?
Can you pause for a second, please?
You can. Oh, wait, no,
No,
I
I
can't.
My
can't.
name is Nicholas Santa Claus.
All right.
Nicholas Santa Claus.
I was glad he said that. I was like, what? The first time I had to rewind it, I was like, whoa, dude. How hard are we going? Disney,
I was
what's
going
up?
to say, all right, here we go. You can take this one there, Matt Rife. I'm going to see how you get yourself out of this.
I'm not going to get, no. So here's the thing. All right, I'm going to use a correlation.
Right.
So there is traditional Dracula. Then there's Blackula, right? It's Black Dracula. It's fine. Like that's what, it's okay. You can have Dracula in, I can have Chinese Dracula. I'm not going to do it. I came close.
You can see me turning me into Homer Simpson backing into the bushes right now.
I literally just skidded right towards the edge of a cliff, but I stopped.
You know what'll help you get through this? Magic Mind.
Exactly. But so Santa Claus in this is black, and it's what's his name? Toure. I can't remember his last name, but he's very, very funny guy. Like he's a great comedian, and so now he has been introduced as Santa Claus, who's now just fallen into their chimney.
Here's the thing: if it's like a hardcore comedy, like I'm all for it, right?
Sure.
You're gonna see how cheese dick this is.
Yeah. When
their attempt to urbanize Christmas, and it's Disney. It's Disney. It's so
on the note,
and it's whatever. I'm not besmirching the fact that there's a black Santa Claus. I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck.
I give a fuck that it sucks.
Yeah.
I give a fuck that it is so contrived and forced and on purpose.
I would be surprised if when this was being written, lawyers for Disney were in the room saying, "Nope, you can't have that.
Let's
go with
continue.
this instead."
What is this? Oh, the carrots. The missus said I need to eat healthier, so she think this will wean me off the cookies. Hasn't worked so far.
If you're really
When the reindeers want the carrots?
wants for Christmas.
She wants a pretend makeup kit and scooter.
He's right. See, Dad?
I've never met an 8-year-old girl that did not want a pretend makeup set. Man, who are they?
It looks like a snowman and an elf. And
All right, so now wait, hold on. Give us a second here. So now we have. Oh, here we go. So now we have Santa is in trouble.
Yes,
and there's some
bad guys,
scary dudes in a van rolling up next to him, and then Santa jumps out, as you saw. I don't know where this is going here.
This, you see the girl from 20, I think it's the girl from 24. What's her name?
On the left?
Uh-huh.
Oh, I can't remember.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
She's a comedian as well now.
Some associates here. Eddie's a non-believer. Really?
A non-believer.
I'm sorry, what? Claustrophobic. Fear of Santa Claus.
Claustrophobic.
I get it.
Claustrophobic.
But I have to deliver Christmas gifts tonight.
Dad, we need to help him.
Where are you guys?
We're at Santa Claus, and he sweats glitter, and there's these people, and they aren't actually out.
Bring my home.
Why not show up
Lil
right
Ray, that's his
here?
name.
I died it. If I want to look younger, I deserve that. How
Okay.
can these truths outfox us, outrun us? All I want to do is have you start believing again.
The reindeer fucking people up.
It's a
Oh,
sleigh
come on.
being pulled by 8 beautiful reindeer.
Oh.
It's Miss Perry to Bluetooth.
Oh, what? I really want for Christmas!
Chill or Father Time. Recently, everybody else worked for Beyonce. But now, every married man will understand this. I work for Mrs. Claus.
It's just not. Look, it could be anybody. This just stinks.
Yes,
This fucking
bad.
blows. It's like it's not.
wouldn't matter
Doesn't look.
if fucking Santa Claus was Chevy Chase, the white or any other white person, this movie would still suck dicks. It's
is awful.
it's the forced contrived nature
And
of it.
it's like I can't. I
And you're
don't.
taking a rapper that I really like.
I know you're fucking him up.
fucking with him.
Oh man,
Ugh.
that.
All right, so
fucking
that's
blew.
number one down.
That really sucked.
It's only going to get worse from here.
I know. I've seen them.
So
Go ahead.
Hold on, I'm working on it. Let's see. Hold on, this opened. I gotta get it to open in.
Everybody listen. This is important. I'm going to show you guys something. And
Pause. Sorry. So this is Candy Cane Lane
yes,
on Netflix
with Eddie Murphy.
Yep.
So now Eddie Murphy has been kind of like laying back for a while.
Right.
He hasn't been doing a lot of stuff. He's now just starting to pick it back up again.
Right.
He did
the-
Coming to America 2.
Right.
He did some stuff on other stuff on Netflix,
Right.
like a Halloween movie that I can't remember what it was called, Haunted Castle or some shit.
Right.
And now he's jumped from Halloween to Christmas. And he, in this movie, Candy Cane Lane,
Let's see.
when I show you what I'm going to show you, don't freak out.
All right, the smile is just...
I can explain.
None of that made any
Oh,
sense.
this is a Prime, not Netflix.
Yes, Prime.
Excuse me.
I look. He has the.
Stakes as neighbors compete for best decorated house on the block.
I think this is the house to be.
Wow. What's your Christmas wish?
I just want to win this thing. I'll take it.
Uh-huh.
Signature, please. Ignore all the fine print. It's like you're signing your life away.
Ha
Merry
ha ha.
Christmas.
Yeah, Merry Christmas.
Oh, it will be.
It's always the genie who's gonna with the consequence.
What the hell is all this? Something's happening.
Good morning, sir.
Are you real?
All right. What the fuck?
You made your wish. You're in it now.
I didn't sign on for this.
You literally signed on for this. You gotta read the fine print, man. The terms of service are brutal.
Okay.
Say goodbye to your dad.
Why you're just like Prince?
Why are you all dressed like
You're not
Prince?
gonna let her turn your dad.
Prince died like 10 years ago.
I know.
15 years
No one's
ago.
gonna know who that is,
No offense,
Eddie.
I'm sorry.
None taken.
Well, I'll take it.
Oh yeah, the confident walk.
We are the Carvers. We gotta catch an elf.
You met with the wrong family.
We should split up.
What do you mean we should split up? Have you never watched a horror film? If you split up, somebody dies. Have you ever died?
Oh?
It is not fun.
That's true. I've never died, but Mom knows. I didn't know you died. Well, let's go find you a drink.
All right.
That's who I think it is.
Oh my God! Black Santa! New Santa was black, man!
Okay. So now, I mean, the running theme here, and it's fine. Like, cool. Make a double Blackula. I don't care. But like, what was the point of adding that? Why did they add that in at the end? Like, just surprise me with Black Santa. I don't need to have it hit. I don't need to get hit over the head.
It's
weird.
Not. It's not even that. It's just. It's the incredibly all right. So it's a Christmas light contest in the neighborhood.
Yes.
And Eddie
They're
Murphy
doing, like, yes.
apparently signs his soul over
to like some store
to
that
an
is-
elf that is like mad about something.
I don't know, like,
and then she like cursed him,
and now he's going to turn into like one of these
now,
like claymation things.
Yeah, now there are previous people that signed over their lives.
This is giving me a fucking headache. It really is killing me, dude. It's the worst.
Oh,
God damn it!
Now
It's getting real. This is if this is the one I think it is.
So now we're getting into Romantic Town.
This is the one that I think it is.
We'll see. We shall see. Hold on.
These are all fucking terrible. This is torture. This is Cheer Off was bad. This is God. This is the one.
So this one's
called Best Christmas
Ever!
Exclamation point.
Ever!
Best
and starring
Christmas ever. Heather Graham.
Mm-hmm. And
what's the dude? Shit, not Zach Braff. Wait, Justin Long. No. It's I'm in the same universe of whoever this person is.
All right. So the female is Brandy, the former R&B singer.
Yes.
And the guy is shit. I got to look it up real quick. Hold on.
He's a Colin Hanks type.
Chris.
But not Colin Hanks.
Ever! All right.
Who is this dude?
Jason Biggs.
Jason Biggs. Fuck. See, I was in the same like universe.
The Pie Fucker.
The Pie Fucker. Yeah.
Yes.
Pie Fucker and Heather Graham.
And Brandy.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go.
And you're having a splendiferous time. Oh, is that?
The Jennings holiday newsletter.
It's the most absurd thing ever. I would love to show up at her house uninvited and to see the actual truth.
This is
all
Netflix.
right. So wait. Hold on. Pause for a second.
All right.
So you're of course, like you would have to be an absolute moron not to think that they're going to go there and see. Oh wait, she does have the perfect life. Like that's. Of course, it's actually going to come to like a Hubble. It's not like on crack. You know, like it's like, what did you expect to happen?
The family newsletter.
Yes,
and
yes, of course. And you know how we feel about that shit.
Jennings? What are you doing here?
Are you sure you put the right address in your phone?
Of course I'm sure.
Surprise!
Grab your bags. There is plenty of room here, Leah.
Grab your why? Wait.
So they showed up like to this person's house
I haven't
unannounced.
seen you in a long time. You sent me a fucking Christmas newsletter. I'm coming directly to tell you
that
stop
it sucks
doing
dicks.
it. And now I'm like looking, and you're fucking rich, and you've got basically a huge mansion, and you're
I'm
now
living in the car.
Like, why don't you come and live with me now? Come on in.
Yeah, I'm living in my car with a guy who fucks pies.
Exactly. And this kid that we fucking kidnapped, holding him for ransom.
They're besmirching the good name of Heather Graham here.
Yeah, sure.
Who was my very, very first crush.
Uh-huh.
Mercedes,
I understand.
Mercedes Lane, baby.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And Roller Girl.
Thank you, Steve.
Just like I make.
No, these look like real things.
Something is off here.
Chutney.
I'm getting beat by their child.
Wonderful.
Frisky squeeze.
Chest I ever had. I mean, it's the best I ever had.
Chest I ever.
Because he's handsome and he's got a big chest.
Come on, let's get us a treat. Nice firm meal.
Oh yeah, that's a nice one, baby.
Oh yes, they had the perfect relationship.
I've been taking a look around.
You actually think that proving that Jackie's life isn't perfect is gonna make you feel better about yours?
Yeah, reminds me of everything I wanted to do with my life and didn't.
Let me guess. By the end of the movie, you'll be doing all the things that you wanted to do. Jesus Christ! They put this thing on a fucking Xerox. Is that who wrote
It would
this?
be hilarious if this like had like a this
horrible ending?
no like a super dark term where she like kidnaps them and like takes over her life.
Dude,
like has her in a fucking basement.
Then that would be the best Christmas movie ever.
Yeah, exactly.
If it was like it turned into a horror movie, oh my god.
Yeah. Spoiler alert, it doesn't.
No. No, so
Girl?
It's you, Jackie. Your life is just too wonderful for her.
I'm sorry.
Just magically work out for me, Charlotte.
Come on, Jackie, you have it all. Some girls have it, and some girls don't. I can't imagine spending the holidays together after what happened.
We are friends.
We were friends.
No, we are friends.
No.
You should stay.
Please.
So it's salvageable?
Everything is salvageable.
On Christmas.
Things won't happen.
Exactly. This is what I was talking about. The hope of the person like, oh, you know what? We can make it work. The real world does not work like that. I'm sorry.
We are friends, even though you gave me an upper decker and
Exactly. You shit in my upper tank of my toilet. This is ridiculous.
On Christmas.
Yep.
ever.
Oh, that'll bump right out.
again, I warned you. All of these movies are horrible. These are all new. They've all basically came out on the same day. They all basically came out November 16th,
and they're
November
all coming.
17th.
So I guess
they're all out now. This is November 22nd. So you can go watch.
So it's like our new 9/11. Right, these movies are fucking launching, and they're the worst thing that's ever plagued the earth. Jesus Christ!
This is as bad as 9/11.
Oh my God! And we still have one more to go.
Oh man! Oh, and this I'm not going to rank mine yet, but this.
No. We'll get into it once we get through this nonsense. This fucking disaster.
This one is rough city. All right, here we go. All right, so far we've had Netflix,
Netflix, Disney,
Prime, and then this one is also on Prime, but it's on like Prime's like bootleg fucking Freevee or
Freevee,
yeah,
or Tubi or something like that.
It's Freevee,
Freevee,
yeah. And this is on, so essentially it's Prime, but like
they're basically,
but it's not good enough to go on actual Prime.
Yeah, we can't get people to pay for this, so we're giving it for Freevee.
So this one has a little less recognizable cast.
Yeah. There's not like people.
The guy, I can't remember his name. He's in a show called Upload that's on Prime.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I think he was in.
It's like Robbie Amell or something like that.
I think it was. Yeah, I think it was in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. or something. I don't know.
What's his brother Stephen Amell, the guy that played the Green Arrow? Maybe
potentially. I don't know.
Anyway, we'll figure it out.
This movie sucks dicks. Here we go.
And here we go. Freevee.
Al, I love you so much.
Oh.
So, are you and Graham talking anymore?
No. His family, on the other hand, I miss them. Hiya, sweetie. We're so
all right. So the premise of this fucking dog shit movie is that his fiance and him split up.
Right. They get together.
The name of this movie is Xmas.
EXMAS. Xmas.
It makes me want to blow my brains out. Just the title.
So basically, the idea is that the girl. I don't know who broke up with who. It feels like the girl broke up with him. That's just from the energy from the trail, the very beginning.
He mentions it later in the trailer.
Yeah, I think that he says it. Yeah, you broke up with me. Right. So, but she loves the
his
parents.
family.
Right. He's probably having a three-way with them. Fucking dirty bitch.
Fucking cucking his dad. Jesus.
That's great.
Cuckmas.
Yes.
I can't come home this year.
I'm sorry. I have a deadline.
You know what? I think this is about Allie because
she ripped out my heart, stomped on it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, honey.
They're on a landline. They're just good old-fashioned cracker-ass parents.
Uh-oh.
Graham, what are you doing here? I found all of these in the back.
So now we see the ex-fiance.
Allie?
Shut up.
I'll pretend like I didn't see her.
So the ex-fiance...
Is that Christmas? He couldn't come to Christmas because he was too busy for work.
Yeah. So she went to spend time with his family without him knowing.
Right.
Could you imagine if one of your ex-girlfriends...
Like Amy just shows up to my house. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing here, man?
And they're happy about it. They're wrapping gifts together.
You're like, oh, hey, we didn't think you were showing up. Come on, sit down. Like, wait, what?
You broke your son's heart.
Yeah.
You probably sucked some other dude's dick.
That's
and
right.
you're like, it's all right.
Come on in. Come on.
This gets worse.
Yes, it does.
Invited my ex-fiance to Christmas.
Yes.
I really should go.
You're not going anywhere.
I have to get Mom and Dad to dump Allie. Otherwise, I'm gonna be sharing my family forever.
Oh my God.
My family will work up the courage to ask me to leave before Christmas morning.
Oh, yeah?
You're gone.
Well, you're gone. Bam. How do we feel about a game night?
So now what we're having is pause for a second. So now they're going to have basically they're in a battle to see who can make the other person look bad enough to have to leave.
Yeah, the parents kick them
out. Which is so fucked up on Christmas. Like, it's not like, hey, maybe we could just, like, for the sake of the parents here and the family and the holiday season, maybe we should just, like,
hang out with them.
And then we'll, like, go our separate ways.
We'll all leave.
This is weird. But no, she's like, no, fuck you.
Game night battle.
Yeah, I'll show you. I know how competitive you are, you bitch.
I'm going to jerk your dad off under the table.
Exactly. You just hear.
He'll never kick me out.
I think I'm done with the game.
I had a feeling your competitive spirit might get you into a little
bit of trouble. There it is. Oh, she takes away the toilet instructions.
Where's the booker?
Does it have to be crazy this entire holiday?
Surrender anytime you want.
Never lie.
I'll never surrender.
Yeah. Everyone. Yeah.
Here's my number.
Oh.
Yes, girls. Not gonna be a fun night for you.
Oh, good. So basically, you got a small limp dick, which is so awesome.
They actually love each other. It's quite confusing.
Times change, and if you don't change with them, you're gonna end up marrying your own hand.
Marrying your own hand. What a joke. Clever.
I'm sorry. I screwed up.
We both did.
And okay, so good news. They're gonna hate fuck each other. That's basically what that was.
Oh, it's 1,000% what it was.
Yeah, now I know because I think that he's also.
Oh, he's got a turtleneck on.
What is wrong with our thoughts?
I didn't see that before. That might change my order.
November 17th, they all came out. All these 4 of these movies came out on the same day.
This?
There you go. Freebie, Prime, whatever.
Dude, I don't know. That was.
There we go. That's our 4.
That was almost as bad as the chip. Watching those 4.
You're sweating.
That was terrible, dude.
You're literally
all right, so
sweating.
now we gotta flip.
Just fucking turn off. Turn off, fucker. Oh, there we go.
All right, now we gotta flip the coin. So break out the virtual Quan.
Hold on. Virtual coin. Flip. All right.
All right, so
you call it.
Tails.
It is tails.
Awesome.
All right. So
I'm going to say with the first one, I'm ditching first.
Yeah, what you're ditching first, and then I'll go, and then
we'll just do the as we always. All right.
Yeah.
So my number, the one I'm definitely not watching.
Yes.
Is Best Christmas Ever! Exclamation point. Look, I love Heather Graham. I do. She was super hot as Roller Girl in Boogie Nights. She was great in Austin Powers as Felicity Shagwell. Basically, she's great in anything where the possibility of her getting naked or fucking somebody or having sex it's on the table, right?
Right.
Dame Judi Dench, she is not. It's not like I'm not going to see her chewing the scenery with Anthony Hopkins anytime soon. I don't think. No offense to her, you know. So when you take the sexy off the table and you like make her a bitch, like if she was a hot bitch, like a
she was a hot bitch,
like a
if you a hot bitch,
like Sarah Michelle Gellar in Cruel Intentions.
Okay,
hot but evil, right? Totally cool with that,
right?
But she just looks like an asshole,
right?
So if you take sex off the table and like beyond that, the movie looks stupid and boring and she can't believe how perfect her friend's life is.
So she decides to shit on it.
Yeah, she decides to go to her house randomly and find out.
I'm gonna try to find her life. Her life is actually not as good as it seems.
Yeah.
To make me feel better about my shitty life.
Wait, so she's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
And she's not fucking. And she's not showing tits or fucking. I'm out. Not last place, Heather Graham. Sorry, I'm not watching Best Christmas Ever.
All right.
What about you?
No, my worst one, the one I'm number one not watching is Xmas, the last fucking piece of shit from dude. That watching that made my neck hurt. Like I can't. Oh, it's the premise is ridiculous.
Yeah.
That and listen, they've had other movies that are like what's the one, Four Christmases?
With,
yeah.
With
a lot of people like that movie.
Oh, what's his name? Vince Vaughn.
Yeah, Vince
and Reese
Vaughn.
Witherspoon.
Yeah, and they're like divorced. He's like they're like
they're trying to make it work out during the house. But it always does the same fucking formula, which is you knew when these two elements got back together and they were like, I'm gonna fucking ruin your life. I'm gonna ruin your life. Next thing you know, they're like, come up here. Start making out immediately. It's like, yeah, we knew this was coming. Like, see, the parents, the reason that she wanted, you must stay. Because we know that if you stay, the holiday magic will bring you back together.
You guys are eventually going to do butt stuff.
Dude, it is,
and the dad's like, you're going to end up marrying your hand. And it's like, the jokes are fucking cheeseball. The premise sucks. Even the production looks
bad.
Shit.
Yeah.
There was one at the beginning, like the audio sounded like it was recorded in a bathroom. Like it all across the board. Fucking dog shit.
It's a freebie exclusive.
Yeah. Again, there's a reason. There's a reason that one of these movies made it to Prime. Candy Cane Lane made it to actual Prime.
Yeah.
This one did not because it sucks.
It stinks.
So. That was X to the Xmas.
X to the Xmas.
Yeah. All right. So you're on for your second worst.
My second worst was Dashing Through the Snow.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I can't believe
surprising.
The lead in this movie used to be one of the best, like most amazing. Like I used to marvel at his rhymes, and now
here's the thing: you gave up on him the second he made it into the Fast and Furious franchise.
I'm not saying that did not impact this score because if you don't, you're
taking other movies into account.
That's true. It is. But he ruined it. Like if he would have started in something better and never did that series, then I probably would have been a little bit more lenient. But he was in that piece of shit too.
Wow, you would rather watch watch Xmas than Dashing Through the Snow?
We'll get to my reasoning. So like it doesn't seem like, look, like I said, Black Santa Claus is fine. I don't care. It's great. Make him like there's a personality to Santa Claus. Like it's very like there's jovial and but different kind of jovial. It's just weird how they're like it's like reverse cultural appropriation or like projection or something like that. I don't understand. Like it's fine. Like do it however you want, I guess, but it just doesn't seem genuine to who Santa Claus is and like the way that he would purport himself.
They're not.
They're trying to I understand they're trying to make him maybe more human, but it just doesn't feel like.
Well, I think one
realistic.
I think one, they want Black individuals and Black audiences and stuff like that to have like a comfortable Christmas movie that celebrates their culture and stuff like that.
Awesome.
I just don't think that does it.
No, it doesn't feel like it. No, it feels weird.
Fucking cheese dick.
It feels like, again, it feels like put on it. It feels like it was purposeful. And it's just like, man, like do it right. If you're going to do it right.
It feels so manufactured.
Yeah, that's the thing that I didn't like. It's, will it be funny?
And that's how Disney. That's how Disney is. They've been talking about this for like a couple of years now, where like this Disney like coding of like kind of like push of, and I'm in no way a conservative, but like this push of the liberal agenda and stuff like that, where it's like starting to turn people off. You can see with like the Marvel movies and stuff like that, and some of the new series that they're pushing out on Disney Plus, where they're not as well received because there's this contrived, forced energy that they're trying to project.
Yes.
And you can see it right away that it's
obvious.
Disingenuous.
That's the thing.
It's disingenuous.
And again, has nothing to do with race. It is how contrived. It is how put on. It is how specifically they're doing it on purpose, not because they're genuine about it.
Yeah.
They would have been doing it all along if they were genuine about it. Like they really believe that. They're just doing it because they're like, well, this is what we must do, and we're trying to like take a moral high ground. No, you're not. You're trying to capitalize and manipulate.
I think it's worse to take that and make it a bad movie. Like to make that movie and make it shitty.
Make it awesome. That was my point. If you would have made that like, if it was like Miracle on 34th Street, like, and it was like with a whole black cast and like they did it like that movie, like I'm sure that I would love it. Be like, oh my God, this is fantastic. Good, great take on it.
Right.
But they just did like, you put Ludacris in there and I mean, again, Lil Ray, very funny guy. Like, I just don't see this movie being funny or
and
really
then like the stupid, like he's like, I don't work for the elves. I work for Mrs. Claus or whatever. Like, you know, I take my orders from my wife. You know, that whole
it's like all right, dude,
nonsense.
It is literally, it's been run over so many times. Like that's the problem. It's nothing to do with anything but that it's like you're not. If you're going to do it well, and you did it like you could not give a fuck.
Right.
You put no effort into this thing.
So
that's why
I still can't believe you picked that over Xmas, but that's okay because I'm going to take the one you took number 1 as my number 2. Best Christmas ever. It looks horrible, horrendous. Like there's no fucking way I'm watching that,
dude. Like so it's like you go to your friend's house and you find out, oh wow, she's like rich and happy.
Yeah,
and then I'm like, wait, but
so I think the whole thing is like. You ever go on social media and you just see people and that you like their lives seem so perfect and on social media and you're like, I know that it can't be fucking true.
Right.
So that would be you then taking that and driving to their house and be like, you know what?
In order to make myself feel better about me,
I'm gonna shit on your life.
I need to make sure that what you're doing is putting up a facade that your life is actually really, really great.
I'm going to bring your house of cards to the ground.
It doesn't make any sense, man.
It sucks.
Yeah, it's dumb.
And again, you're just like, it's just the silly push of like these just lame fucking jokes. And then listen, I get it's a Christmas movie.
All right,
like
I know,
you got to PG it up.
No.
But it's just so.
No. If you look back at historically, something like Christmas Story had like I want to say dad jokes, but like more like wholesome jokes, and it was very funny and really good. That's why they play it for like the entire day, you know, on Christmas
TBS,
Day. So like you can do it again, it comes down to quality. I really do think this is like the erosion of like really good creativity and putting care into the product.
Yeah, and then just giving it that best Christmas ever exclamation point title just makes it just so unbelievably bad.
Yeah,
all right,
it's terrible.
So
all right,
you're on for your third.
All right, and
so
the next one I'm going to subject myself to. So this one I'm not though, and it is in fact Xmas. And the only reason this one's in the runner-up position is because it has a I want to see what levels of revenge they're going to go to. I'm hoping for more than
it's not going to be as good. It's not going to be as good as you think it's going to be.
If we learn anything from Home Alone, it's even sweeter. Like revenge is sweeter during the holidays. So like it loses point because it's a rom-com, and I hate those generally speaking.
Right.
But yeah. I like that they're trying to sabotage each other at the very least. We know how it's going to turn out because they ruin it in the fucking trailer immediately. Hey guys, don't worry. This is a safe movie to watch because everything's going to turn out okay.
Because don't worry, they're going to fuck.
And they're going to end up back together. It's not like
don't sweat it.
There's not going to be so this is again. I don't want to fucking spoil a movie, but whatever. If you haven't seen this movie, that's on you. It's been out forever.
What's that?
The night before.
Oh,
the night before. The end of that movie, and this is again a more recent movie, they actually put care into it. They actually did it the right way and didn't just try to fucking photocopy something that's been done 1,000 times. At the very end, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, like I don't know if he proposes. I think he proposes to his
with
girl.
Miley Cyrus. It's singing Wrecking Ball.
Wrecking Ball. And she says yes, but right after that, she says, "I'm not marrying you."
Yeah.
Like she didn't want to do it. That's fucking reality.
Yeah,
that was done well. We know what's going to happen here. They had a romantic proposal, and then something happened that it was fucked up, and she maybe got cold feet, and so, but she still loves the family. She ends up there, and next thing you know, they're trying to fight each other. Then they're trying to fuck each other. Then they're getting married.
Yeah.
I don't need to watch the movie. I just watched the movie right there.
Yeah,
that's
you only needed a minute and a half to decide how this movie was going to end.
Yeah.
So I got to pick my third of the ones, and it's funny because we're going to end up with the same one. I'm picking Dashing Through the Snow as my third least watchable. Again, all the things we already talked about. Just the Disneying up of it. They were like, "Oh, I got an idea. Let's make an urban Santa Claus. Let's try to make it more for." Let's try to make it more cultured and more, for everybody.
Yeah,
for all
everyone's gonna love this. Yeah, but it doesn't.
But it doesn't make it suck.
So wait, let me ask this because I still don't really understand what the story is. So there are.
He's a Grinch, and he has to be made to believe, but then somebody's after Santa for some reason.
No, yeah, but are the two things not connected somehow? Like that maybe he chose his house to show him what the Christmas spirit was. Like someone gonna have like a cheesy ending where everyone ends up fucking, dancing around the tree like fucking the Grinch Who Stole Christmas. Ooh, ooh, like they're fucking doing that. Like it could end up that way where it was all just a fucking plot. And if that like had that cleverness, it won't. But if it did, I'd be like, all right, maybe. But what they're doing is like they're saying, okay, well, Santa needs help delivering presents for some reason.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, see, that's how I feel about it too. It's stupid.
The idea that you can't do this without it being super cheesy.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
You have to make it so like over the top and like. It's just like, no, man, you could have made this. I don't know that it could have been a good movie because I don't know I really don't know what the story is supposed to be about here.
Right.
But it looks like a mess. It looks like it's all over the place. Yes. Like there's this dude that doesn't like Christmas and his daughter's totally into Christmas and a Santa Claus comes down the chimney and he says somehow he needs help and people are chasing him and like, I don't know. It does not feel like it has any possibility of being funny or good or interesting or anything. Terrible.
Agree. All right. So that means that we both picked Candy Cane Lane.
Listen, let's start off by saying the movie looks horrendous.
Yes.
Right?
This is not an endorsement of Candy Cane Lane.
We will endorse Magic Mind.
Yes.
And a productive mind makes you make good decisions like not watching one of these pieces of shit movies.
And if you have to watch one of them, watch the one that sucks the least.
And this is the one that looks like I don't like the thing that bugged me right from because it happens a couple of times is Eddie Murphy is like super excited about Christmas. The smile. This is the fucking Coming to America smile.
Doing the Hercules.
I am very happy to be here. That face.
Yeah,
right?
it's
like I just he's. It just doesn't feel like it's like the premise is supposed to be like kind of a Faustian deal with this this elf woman who is apparently turning people that sign their life away for their wish to be turned into one of these little like weird characters in this village thing.
Yeah. So of the ones we watched, we commented during that one the least.
Right.
Like it was the most watchable of the 4 trailers for sure. Yeah. Without stopping and wanting to rub my temples and bash my head off the counter.
Yeah. Like this one annoyed me the least. And maybe I'm not sure if maybe it was like it wasn't ruining a previously cool rapper or serving up a sexless
I don't ever
Heather
remember
Graham.
there being a Christmas movie where it was like a neighborhood competition of
no. It was unique. It was at least
somewhat unique premise.
Right, yes. we do have neighborhoods that aren't that far away from here, where they do this, where they go all out the entire neighborhood. Like people drive like from miles and miles away to go to these neighborhoods. So
there's a lot of that around the country, but I never remember there being a full release movie, streaming movie, whatever.
Right. The premise is at least different than anything that we've seen so far. And everything else we just kind of trotted out there. I could have named 6 or 7 other movies that probably were exactly the same as that.
And at the end, they're like, Santa Claus is black. Yay. We didn't show him and it didn't do anything. It's going to turn out to be like Santa Claus is going to be LeBron.
Exactly.
Which
would be like if they did it like that was just like funny, like you just did it for the joke. It would be
hilarious if it was a Vin Diesel. And he's like in the sleigh, he's like, family. He's like,
give these presents to your family.
It's like huge engine on the fucking
and then Paul Walker would be in the sleigh next to him, just turned to do the smile. When he drove to heaven.
All right, so
that's it.
While we were doing that, hold on. Not done yet.
All right, good.
So I looked up the reviews.
Oh, Lord.
For all of these movies.
Okay.
You'll be happy to know that
movie?
Oh,
no, go ahead.
All 4 movies. All right, I looked up all the reviews.
All right, go on.
The cumulative scores on Rotten Tomatoes.
Thank you. Okay.
You'll be happy to know that you aced the test.
Oh, I got them all right.
You got in order of worst to first. Yes. The worst one was Dashing Through the Snow.
Yes.
Was a 36. Best Christmas ever was a 38.
Yep.
Xmas was a 42. And King and King Lane didn't have any reviews yet. So I don't know.
That might end up being
but you were 3 for 3 on the worst to first, at least from a Rotten Tomatoes cumulative review standpoint.
Well, that's good.
Again, all of these dog shit. 36, 38, and 42.
Like absolute trash. It's all garbage. It's all bad.
Yeah. All bad.
All bad.
And all we needed was the trailers to tell us. Dude, all right, we're going to take a break and then we're going to come back and do the draft.
Yes, that's what we're doing. And we'll
and we're going to drink a bunch of Magic Mind.
Yes. Maybe then we will not have the brains enough not to do something like that again.
Yes. Right. Absolutely.
We'll be back. Hey there, dummies. It's me, your beloved host, Chris. And I'm here to talk to you today about Magic Mind. We've been talking about it all podcast, but I wanted to give you my own personal endorsement about this little beautiful green shot that I am now in love with. Mwah. Instead of having my normal cup of coffee in the morning before I went to the gym, I took this lovely little green shot. And let me tell you something. I had focus, I had energy. It was a great workout. Usually our Saturday workouts at F45 are pretty tough, and this thing got me through it okay. And here's the best part. When I came home, I had no desire to have a cup of coffee. Not at all. So the story is, the founder of Magic Mind, James Bashara, who is also an entrepreneur, he's got a whole bunch of businesses, he was having a problem with his heart. He went to the hospital and they told him, hey, you got to cut down on the caffeine. He decided to make something that he could replace, still get what he needs out of that cup of coffee in the morning and more. And he created Magic Mind. Pretty awesome. Now, this is an all-natural shot. This little green tea shot has got things for immunity, things to reduce your stress, energy, focus, so nootropics, adaptogens, matcha. There are vitamins in it. So like this is a really, really healthy way to subsidize your caffeine use. It may not replace it completely, not right away, but this will definitely help you get off that caffeine. So what I want you guys all to do is to go to magicmind.com and check it out. Test it. Get a little 5-pack. They're not expensive, and try it. So go check out magicmind.com. And you know what? If you want to leave a little note saying that Digging in the Dome sent you, that wouldn't hurt. Magicmind.com. Get your energy, get your productivity up, and do it without caffeine. All right, now let's get back to the show. Okay, and we're back.
We're back. And I just mainlined some Megamind.
No.
You see my head growing right now.
Magic Mind is what it's called.
Magic Mike.
No.
So I'm going to start stripping momentarily.
No nudity in our ad read.
We're going to start listening to Pony by Genuine.
Oh, well, you're actually starting to win. You're starting to win me over.
Down.
You want to do work better. Magic Mind. Right on it. If you guys make that into a jingle, by the way, I expect some level of royalty.
I can't even tell you how much I hated you, Joey.
You're the one that fucking. You're the one that lit that fuse, bitch. That's not my fault.
I immediately tried to stamp it out like a fucking roadrunner in the when you like the coyote and fucking.
Let's be real here. So you're just gonna introduce Pony back into the fucking mix and not expect me to
dance like you're in 1993 high school stage again.
Do you remember how much like?
See, I told you it happened.
So how much like that was like done with the fucking the furniture and shit. Like remember the Family Guy with Seth when Steve was
grinding on it.
Dude, it was so funny. Like just the video that we're referencing is there was a video with Pony playing in the background where a bunch of guys were fucking furniture, basically. That's the best way to put it.
Best way to put it.
It's the best way to say it. So anyway, that veered off. I was like, we should talk about Magic Mind one more time. And we were like, we're fucking furniture. I'm so sorry, guys.
Fucking furniture.
No, I'm not.
I'm fine. Fucking myself.
So I got left.
Yes.
So now we have
the draft.
The draft.
We brought this one up on the last podcast.
We did.
We decided, fuck it, let's do it.
Yes. And tell you something.
Because it's getting into the holiday season, and there were several of these films which are holiday related that maybe get selected.
And I think that also these films, and we're talking about the films of the great John Hughes.
Right.
And he has done a lot of good ones. This was a particularly difficult exercise to go through because there's so many movies in this list that I love.
Right.
I got tons of honorable mentions. So, he was I want to say that like, he kind of ruled the 80s. That's pretty much the best way to put it.
Yeah, I would say ruled the 80s and early 90s. Yeah, but the 80s for sure.
Like he put out, this dude was a fucking hit maker.
Oh yeah, hit machine.
Yeah, and like wrote all these great movies. Great director. Like, you can't really go wrong with a John Hughes.
Yeah.
So
there's some stinkers in there though.
There are, yeah.
We can talk about a couple.
We'll talk about some of the stinkers too, but most of what he did, and he's got a very. It's one of those kind of careers where you could say, like, even if he hit is a bit for using baseball, he hit like 150 the last 2 seasons of his career.
Doesn't keep him from making the Hall of Fame, right?
Right, or a wrestler that has like can always get pinned. Doesn't matter. You're like kind of bulletproof because you've got permanent rub on you.
He died a while ago, right?
John, I don't know. I'd imagine he's dead.
I think he died a while ago.
Find out.
2009.
But that was a while ago.
Yeah.
So, how old was he? Does it say how old he was when he died?
He had a heart attack. He was 59 years old.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
So imagine
he was literally walking from his hotel in Manhattan and had a heart attack and died.
See, this is why you don't need caffeine in your life. You should use Magic Mind instead because it has no caffeine in it. It's got green tea in it. It's natural.
Riding my pony.
Magic Mind productivity shots. Subtly sweet, boost energy and focus.
Let's not put off the fact that I have the first pick because you picked Necco wafers in the last draft.
Oh, no.
Yes, indeed. Yeah.
Oh.
This is tougher for me than anything.
Because I know there's one in here that is actually one of your all-time favorite movies ever.
Yes.
And particularly this time of year.
But it would be, I'm much more inclined to take one of your favorite movies of all time just to make sure that you are not allowed to have it. And I also happen to very much enjoy this movie. I quote it all the time. And that would be Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
You cocksucker.
Yes, indeed. It wasn't that hard of a choice.
No, of course it wasn't.
There was a couple close ones, but Ferris is... Say Ferris, man. Like, it's...
You motherfucker.
I knew how much that would pain you. So, as soon as you realized you didn't have the first...
I know. As soon as you started saying it, I was like, he's going to take it. I can't. I 100% like didn't remember that...
you took neck wafers, number one?
If I could have had if I knew this was coming, I would have been like, you can have the
trade
first
your
pick.
neck wafers for Ferris Bueller's Day
100 out of 100 times.
So
it's a great pick. Ferris Bueller is one of the funniest movies of all time.
Yeah, 1986. He was the writer and director.
Endlessly quotable movie.
Yes. Still funny.
Still funny.
Day.
Yep, you can watch. That's again evergreen movie. They just actually I was talking about the thing that Allie hosted.
Yeah.
They did a scene from Ferris Bueller as like a scene. It was the scene where Cameron's in bed.
Yeah.
When Cameron was in Egypt's
Let
land,
my Cameron go. Yeah, that's one of my favorite scenes too.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm dying.
He's like,
you're not dying.
You can't think of anything good to do. Like, we could be the next 40 minutes doing Ferris Bueller Chris not run out. Like, that's a excellent pick.
Fantastic.
And I'm fucking
it's
took that.
Such a good pick. It's such a good movie. I'm so happy that I got it. And you don't. All right, so you're on for 2 though.
See, now because you've hurt me so,
yes,
I'm thinking of also revenge,
yes.
Which I did not.
I'm thinking of revenging.
I was coming into this with the Christmas spirit, and you fucked it all up.
It's not a very Magic Mind thing of you to do.
I'm focused on getting revenge on you.
Okay,
because I took the green tea shot, which is helping me. All right, so.
You also knocked over your promotional materials with anger.
I'm sorry. Sorry.
It's okay.
It's okay.
I'm just going to knock them all over anyway.
That's fine. All right. Well, look. Fuck you.
Yes.
And
we've established that.
Also,
make your picks.
My number 2 pick is going to be Weird Science.
Oh, come on. You took that early just to fuck me over.
I did.
Yeah.
I was not letting you have that.
It's a fucking good movie,
it's
man.
A great movie.
It's not, in the rankings of John Hughes films, way down the list for a lot of people.
Nope. Not me.
I fucking love that movie.
That movie fucking rules.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
A young Robert Downey Jr. is in it.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Broke my heart too.
Broke your heart. Again, endlessly quotable, hilarious.
He didn't even have a license, Lisa. Like this movie.
What did it with the big titties she had?
Kelly LeBrock, insanely hot. Yeah. I mean, it was.
Bitch need my nuts, man. It's so good.
What are you doing with a mulaka like him? What can I tell you, Dino?
She's into mulakas. She's into
great.
mulakas.
It's so funny. Yeah. It's weird. It's science. It's awesome. It's fantastic. So fuck you. That's what you get.
Yeah. That stings.
Yeah. Well,
not as much as
I know
Ferris Bueller stings for you.
All right. So now this is where I can take my revenge pick if I want.
I don't know. Weird Science was revengey. Because that you could have, I was expecting to get that with like my last pick.
Fuck that!
But
there was no chance, dude. You know how much movie I love that movie. All right, so all right, you know what? Because I love the movie more, and Weird Science hurt you, so I'm happy about that. I'm gonna go with National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Oh, you cocksucker! Oh, you fucking suck.
That's what you get.
Yeah.
Dude,
I mean,
come on.
Arguably the best Christmas movie.
Yep. It wasn't coming
1989.
back to you.
He was the writer on it.
It was not
He
coming
didn't
back
direct it, but he wrote it. I'm bummed. That sucks. I really wanted that.
I don't think that you would have got. If I would have let that go, you would have taken it.
Yeah. It's one of my favorite movies. I literally if I wasn't here recording that podcast, I'd be watching National Lampoon's Christmas
Yes,
Vacation.
it's fantastic.
It's my Thanksgiving Eve film du jour.
Yes.
That sucks. Fuck.
No, it's great, and it's a very funny.
It's endlessly quotable. It's so well done. Dude, it's never not funny. I've seen that movie.
Yeah, like a billion times.
It's like the Beetlejuice line.
Dude,
it keeps getting funnier every single time I see it. It's so true.
What, you know how I know that movie? That again. Just it's
this old house Sure look good. It's like, even the lead-in song.
Remember when Chevy Chase was going up into the attic and the ladder hit him in his face? Funny.
Even just
he
the little
through
things.
The fucking ceiling.
Fucking Cousin Eddie, dude.
Dude, the Dickie with the white
my
shirt. My
grandfather had that, like the Dickie.
Way.
Oh yeah, and the same white shoes, like with the buckle. Dude, my grandfather was fucking Eddie, dude. It's so fucking funny.
Guys, drive you out in the middle of nowhere, leave you for dead.
If I woke up tomorrow with my head sewn to the carpet, I couldn't be any more surprised than I am right now.
Fucking Julia Lee-Dreyfus and her fucking weird boyfriend across the street.
Oh,
why is the floor wet? I don't know, Margot. It's fucking great.
Todd and Margot.
So fucking funny.
Oh, man. All right.
Now you get 2.
Yeah.
So all this is going to hurt. So go ahead.
All right. I'm not going to let another Christmas one get by me.
I know what's coming.
So Home Alone.
I knew that was coming.
Literally I just watched it yesterday.
I left it for you.
Yeah.
That was on the table. It was when I was like, I know how much Kevin likes Home Alone.
If you had passed on a Christmas Vacation, I would have gone Bingo Bango Christmas. I would have gone Christmas Vacation and I would have gone Home Alone. But at least I get Home Alone. Again, arguably one of the best Christmas movies of all time.
Remember we did the entire...
that was one of our best traps.
It was my favorite thing ever. Just watching all the torture, the best Home Alone traps. Dude, funny.
So fantastic. I mean, it made Macaulay Culkin a mega super ultra star at like 8 years old.
Dude, one of my, the people that listen to this fucking podcast was like, I heard that draft and they forgot about the bricks hitting Daniel Stern in the face
over and over again.
And
we mentioned it. We didn't pick it, but we mentioned it. There was just so many other ones that were so good.
Yeah.
Howie.
It's like, dude, he got hit with like 5.
Oh yeah, he would have died. So yeah, Home Alone's coming to me. And then the one that is arguably almost everybody outside of Ferris Bueller. It's usually one of these two.
Yep.
Ferris Bueller or the other one. I'm taking The Breakfast Club. I mean,
yes.
It's almost everyone has it in their top, as their top 1 or 2 John Hughes movie.
Yep.
Fucking fantastic. So it's still to this day great, poignant.
Yep.
It's the whole, cast of losers, learning about each other, learning their differences, learning why they're there, learning to like each other.
Yep.
It's
it's
funny. It's irreverent. Should have taken some more Magic Mike.
Exactly. I'm about to say, if you would have had a little bit more of that green tea shot, you'd have been all right.
But I mean, it's the nerd, the athlete, the basket case, the princess, the criminal, all brought together for detention on a Saturday for all different reasons.
Yes.
It's a good story. Other movies had tried to do similar things and not pulled it off to the success in which this movie is. It lives on as it's an iconic movie.
It is. It's fantastic.
And it's one of those movies when if you ask somebody and they tell you they've never seen The Breakfast Club, you're just like,
wow, how's that possible that you've never seen it?
It's just good. And it's once they start revealing why they're there and and you just like start to feel bad for them.
You get, a good, a very good, there's a movie called...
And the cast is fucking phenomenal.
Insane. What? You got
our friend Emilio Estevez. Emilio Sheen.
Oh, yeah, you were like, that's not his name. You're like, oh, wait, it is actually his name. So, Emilio Estevez.
Yep.
It's got Molly Ringwald, Ali Sheedy, Judd Nelson.
And what's his name from...
Anthony Michael Hall.
Anthony Michael Hall, yes.
Right. So all these people that are these different walks of life people.
Yes.
In this one room. It's kind of like, not the same, but...
I just named all their different character arcs.
Yeah. It's
the nerd, the athlete, the basket case, the princess, the criminal.
Right.
Yeah. Judd Nelson has this whole, thing about the only Christmas present he got was a carton of cigarettes.
Yeah.
And his father abused him and stuff like that. It's a really
very, very good movie.
All right, so my team so far is Ferris Bueller's Day Off, Home Alone, and Breakfast Club. My goodness.
I've got Weird Science and National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, and I got 2 more
Here's
on
the
deck.
thing. I think my team is much better than yours. Your team was strictly out of spite.
I don't think your team is much better than mine.
Ferris Bueller, Breakfast Club, and Home Alone.
They're all really good.
Yeah.
I got Weird Science and Christmas Vacation.
Right, so you're off for 2.
I got 2 more. And let me tell you, I'm going to follow strength. Here we go.
All right.
numero
Trace,
planes, trains, and automobiles.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
I want a fucking car right fucking now. It's fantastic. Yeah. Again, it has all the
Those
heart.
aren't pillows.
He's fitting in between his ass cheeks. It's funny. Yeah. It's sweet. It's got like such heart. It's sad. It's a beautiful movie.
It is a beautiful movie.
And it's fucking hilarious.
Oh yeah.
And like there's
you're going the wrong way. You're going to kill somebody. He's like, fucking John Candy is a goddamn genius.
Hilarious. All right. So next, and I'm following Candy with a little more candy. Uncle Buck.
Yeah, I knew you were going to take Uncle Buck.
Yeah.
Not my favorite movie, but I get it.
Dude,
it's
that
movie
is fan-fucking-tastic. Hilarious.
Yeah.
Love it. Flipping the giant pancake, pancakes with a shovel. Remember, he was like, so again, a movie that is kind of half like it has like the formula of the kind of John Hughes movies that I like.
So he basically has to go and like watch his sister's kids because her dad's sick.
Oh yeah,
her father's dying.
Yes. So he's taking care of the kids.
But he's like a total like.
He's the uncle. It's like kind of a
he
loser.
Doesn't have kids.
Yeah.
He's like always trying to find like the next best thing.
He's got a fucking beater ass car that always backfires. Right? Like, you know what I mean? Like he's great. And
he's got rocks a fedora.
Dude, dude, remember he went into school to like defend his niece, and he flips a quarter to the principal and it's like. And she's got a mole on her face. Like, hey, take this quarter and get a rat to gnaw that thing off your face. It was fucking great, dude. I'm so glad it was there. I don't care if people think that movie sucks. I love that movie. I'm so happy with my lineup. Weird Science, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, and Uncle Buck.
All right.
That is a fucking powerhouse lineup. Go ahead. What do you got for the last two?
All right. Well, one is for sure. Is National Lampoon's Vacation.
The original. Yes.
The OG.
Yes.
I mean, again, I can watch it. It's fucking hilarious. Their quest to go to Wally World.
So funny.
It's so funny. The technology in that movie, if you watch it now, it's fucking hilarious. The movie's 40 years old.
Yes.
Like this year.
Was it
83.
83. Wow.
Yeah, dude.
Holy shit,
so,
dude.
but what the family truckster?
Yes.
Like it's so fucking hilarious. There's so many like different. Like the ant dying. And
remember it's tied to the roof
car.
Oh my god!
Dog pisses on the sandwiches.
Oh, remember he was dancing with the sandwiches in front of
smacking himself in the face.
A piss sandwich.
He's trying to show off for the hot chick in the fry, which is Chrissy Brinkley. Yeah,
yeah.
Again, it's phenomenal.
Great movie. Great movie.
And my last one. There's
a lot of them.
This is tough, right? This would have been my Weird Science pick.
Yep.
Because there's many here that I enjoy. I just don't think I like any more of them or have seen it any more than 16 Candles.
Ah, yes.
16 Candles.
Good one.
1984. Yep. He was the writer and director of it.
Yep.
For the time, hilarious.
Dude, it was like very like, again, like a poke into this teenage girl's life that's fucked up by her family.
Yeah, her family and just like her existence and how much
she's like,
it's like she just can't stand her life.
Right,
and
she doesn't feel seen at all. Like, so her birthday's coming up, but basically she thinks that and
nobody remembers.
Nobody remembered that it was her birthday.
Yeah.
16th birthday.
Yeah.
So she's like,
and she's got the hots for like the fucking star jock Jake.
Yeah, Jake.
But the fucking nerdy dude Anthony Michael Hall is like all into her.
Yes.
He fucking steals her panties.
He's like, I'll put that in there.
Oh, dude, Long Duck Dong. Oh man, one of the most.
You know what? Wait. You know what? I'm not doing it. I was going to say Donger need food in an accent that would have gotten me canceled in about 5, 4, 3.
You could just say no more Yankee, my wanky.
Yeah, that too. Nope. Nah, exactly. No.
Meanwhile, I'm sleeping underneath a guy who's named after a duck's dork.
Yes.
The little brother.
Yeah,
all right,
it's a great movie.
My final team.
Go ahead.
Is
Ferris Bueller.
Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Home Alone. Breakfast Club.
Vacation.
Original Vacation.
And 16
Candles. Ooh, baby, is that a strong score.
I got Weird Science, Christmas Vacation, Planes, Trains, and Automobile, and Uncle Buck. And I get one more. Now, I could go your route, which is, let me throw a little bit of like, spice a little bit of rom-comish in there. There's a couple in there like I could use like, I now that we're at the end here.
Oh yeah, we
I
can
could
talk
say,
about. You're definitely taking Curly Sue, right?
I could. No, I'm not. Not taking Beethoven's Fifth either.
The 1994 version of Miracle on 34th Street.
Also not taking that. But on the table, I'll say was Pretty in Pink. Like I thought about that one, but
Pretty in Pink, yeah, that's a little too rom-com-y for me.
Yep, that's why I'm not. Picking it.
It's a good movie. It's just not my favorite.
Yep. So I'm gonna go with another one of my favorites, The Great Outdoors.
Oh yeah, dude, Great Outdoors is fantastic.
It's a fucking great, and I know that I went with entirely an all comedy lineup, but those movies that I picked are literally so to Kevin's point, if you like said, okay, you look at his lineup, Ferris Bueller, Home Alone, Breakfast Club, the original Vacation Candles.
I mean, it's the Hall of Fame. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But the Yankees haven't won a fucking World Series since the 90s. So
we'll find out if the same is true this time around, because I picked heart picks. These are all 5 heart picks.
Yeah.
I love all these movies, every single one.
Great Outdoors is fucking hilarious, dude.
Great Outdoors. Remember the fucking bear?
I got
big bear, big bear.
The whole 96er.
Oh, dude, he's got to eat the gristles. So he throws some t-shirts in for the kids. Dude, hilarious. Dan Aykroyd's awesome in it. John Candy's awesome in it. It's got heart. It does have heart in it because
how many times is struck by lightning? 66 times. 66.
He's like 66 times in the head. Fucking great.
Shoots the bear with the fucking light bulb gun. The gun, it's a shotgun. It's a lamp.
Dude, it's so funny. Dude, so great movie, classic. All right, so we have.
Now we got to talk about some honorable mentions.
So I said Pretty in Pink. That's a iconic movie.
Yeah.
John Cryer, I believe, maybe his start in movies.
So there's a movie on here that was like. Sometimes in the top 5, definitely in the top 10 of John Hughes movies, and I've actually never seen it before, so I wanted to know if you had seen it.
Which one?
Some Kind of Wonderful.
I have. It's got Eric Stoltz and Mary Stuart Masterson
and Leah Thompson.
Yeah. So
I have not seen it.
It was actually so. The reason that I was into
but apparently it's very, very good. And
it's a great movie. It was on my list. The girl in it. That was the like kind of like the tomboyish drummer girl. She had blonde.
Yeah, that's
short hair.
Mary Stuart Masterson. Yeah,
she like that rang my bell back in the day. Like I really dug her. Yeah. So like that movie.
So she had the hots for Eric Stoltz, but Eric Stoltz had the hots for.
Well, but it was like more like Eric Stoltz and her were like buddies,
right?
Like,
yeah, in the friend zone. They were like she was friend zone.
She was friend zone, and then eventually, she instead of because he was chasing Leah Thompson the entire time, but instead he ends up with.
Right.
She's like a drummer and shit like that. She's a badass. She's fucking super hot. So that one. And I had Mr. Mom.
Oh, God,
I love that movie.
A lot of people don't like that movie. I think it's hilarious.
I don't understand that.
Yeah, I think it's
great.
I think it's great.
Martin Mull.
He's making fucking grilled. It is such the way that I would be if like I lost my job and Colleen was the breadwinner.
Yeah.
And I had to take care of I had to like Bodie had to stay at home with me all day.
Right.
I'm making grilled cheeses with the iron.
Yeah.
Stapling blankets back together and shit.
It's great, very funny, and Michael Keaton was awesome in it.
Oh yeah. So there's a movie. It's like kind of like the Planes, Trains, and Automobiles formula. It has not Ed Harris. Oh my God.
Ed O'Neill. Oh, Dutch.
Yeah, Dutch.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, it's not a bad movie.
It was on my list, but I wasn't making the top 10.
Right. No.
That was cracking that.
And just a mention.
I think that you could also like throw like again another one because we already did the first 2 the other like the
Home Alone 2.
Yeah, Home Alone 2 and European Vacation.
Yeah.
Which is...
a lot of people... European Vacation is so funny, though.
Pig in a poke, you want to be a glutton.
It's so weird. It's such a European Vacation. Gotta miss Jack.
Dude, when Fred...
Just picking up the sausages.
When the host... Was it Fred... What's his name? Fred Aston was like grabbing...
Beverly Angels like making out with her.
He's grabbing her ass.
Gotta miss Jack.
Again, that was from that movie.
Yeah.
It's like giant, eating a giant sausage. Like, God, I miss Jack. So funny and running joke.
Man. I think he's gonna pork her dad.
He's not gonna pork us. All right, maybe he's gonna.
But he's also made some dog shit movies.
Yes,
like Flubber.
Yeah, that was not what I would consider to be a hit of John Hughes. He also did. So he did. I guess I don't know. I haven't seen it. Beethoven 1 through like 9. Made 9 of them.
He did do the third Home Alone, the one that Macaulay Culkin did not participate in. That was no way.
Yeah, that's
horrible.
Yeah, there's some bad ones in there, dude. Like
the Glenn Close 101 Dalmatians was a John Hughes movie.
Didn't he do like Baby's Day Out?
Baby's Day Out.
Remember that one? And Dennis the Menace. He did Dennis the Menace.
He sure did.
With Walter Matthau and some blonde kid we never heard from again. He probably got killed by the studio. Did they make any money? Curly Sue. You mentioned
Curly Sue.
Oh, fuck Curly Sue. She stinks. Curly Sue sucks.
It was the last. So he only directed 8 films.
Right.
A lot of these he was the writer. That was his the last movie he directed, and rightfully so.
Yeah,
because he was like, "Fuck this, I can't do this anymore."
All right, so
he made me make fucking Curly Sue. God
what about
it.
the one with Kevin Bacon? And
she's having a baby.
She's having a baby.
Oh, that movie sucks.
That movie sucks. Look, you're not going to hit home runs every time. Like,
no, man.
I mean, like they're basically saying, like, "Hey, we're going to give you a blank checkbook to keep fucking pumping out content." And so he's got to do something. So, all right, let's do the fucking she's having a baby. Let's do Beethoven 1 through, and they do it like through Symphony number 1, 2, 3, 4, something like that. His 5th movement. Like, dude, don't try to make this fucking highbrow. This is a dog.
Well, if you don't want to have a baby, take Magic Mind because it makes you sterile.
No. Magic Mike. Magic Mike might make you sterile or hard, but depending if you have some things.
Just drink it, Magic Mind.
Drink it, it won't make you gay. I don't think it will, but I can't say.
May cause gigantism.
It will not join. No, realistically, they're going to be like, this was the worst idea. We should never have partnered with you. This is a bad. In reality,
I guarantee people are going to go to the website now.
Of course, I hope so.
Yep.
But really, Magic Mind is a very good product. It's all natural.
Fantastic.
Fantastic.
Works.
It works.
Curbs
make sure
your caffeine cravings.
Which is good. And like you can't keep pumping in caffeine to you all the time. It's not going to be good for your heart.
It's good stuff.
Yeah. So agave, passion fruit, green tea.
Tastes good.
We'll be talking about this again unless they fire us immediately because Kevin said it makes you get cancer or something.
I didn't say it made you get cancer.
What did you think?
So the guy, the individual making it,
yes,
and I don't know his name, but he wrote a book about it, and it involved a lot of research into this formula that helps stimulate.
His name is James Bashara.
The same nerve centers and stuff that caffeine stimulates. So it helps, get you that feeling that, thoughtfulness, mindfulness, up feeling without like the crash, without
the side effects of caffeine, because it's all natural. It's like all things that aren't going to mess you up.
And it's made from ground up books, and that's how it works. It makes your mind better.
Chinese newspaper. It's all night.
We're ending on that one.
No.
Cut that. Bye.
No. That was from The Simpsons.
It definitely was not from The Simpsons.
Homer Simpson here. I've sent the Sherpas home, and I'm heading for the top. Solo.
Are you crazy? You'll never make it.
The hell I won't. You're forgetting I've got my power sauce bars.
Wake up, Homer. Those bars are just junk. They're made of apple cores and Chinese newspapers.
Hey, Deng Xiaoping died.
Homer, listen to me.
Yes, it was.
I know, I'm kidding. I was trying to get you in trouble.
Kevin's always trying to cancel me.
Exactly.
What you should not cancel is...
That's right.
All right. With that, hasta luego.
Bye.